Like nowadays, I don't feel like doing anything. Like really, I feel like no matter what I do, no matter how I do it, everything feels senseless. Like nothing, nothing is happening, and I know that I have to work. I know I have to do something to get a financial stability, but I don't feel like doing anything. And I think I believe that there's a crisis going on, like in which our generation, particularly our generation, is that Gen Zs are having trouble to find what their purpose is, because I don't think that our generation has any particular purpose, because previous generation had somewhat of a purpose, and I don't think our generation has any. So we are basically purposeless beings, just roaming earth, thinking one day it would all click and we might be able to make something out of our life. But I don't think that it's happening right now. A crisis is going on. Like personally for me, from some days I'm trying different things. I'm trying to explore myself. I'm trying to see who I am. But in days like today, some days comes like today, like I don't feel like doing anything, even despite knowing that I have to do something, but nothing feels sense. Like what's the purpose of even living? Like literally we are the most senseless generation. I think that no matter how much hard we try, we would, most of us will never find a purpose in our life. Like this sense of not having a purpose really destroyed our desire to live, because if you want to live, you have to have a purpose of living, otherwise you are just existing. And we are too self-aware to know that we are not living, we are just existing. And so we are in a crisis, that we are trying to find a purpose, but there isn't any, because I don't think our life has any divine purpose or predestination that we are, or that we have to follow. But it is something in life that we have to explore to find what our purpose is. But even the act of exploring is draining us too much. Like we are nothing but just bunch of fools trying to make sense in a senseless world. That's the best I can come with. And from the starting, we are taught that you have to go to school, you have to study sincerely so you can get in a good college, then you have to get in a good college, you have to get a good degree, you have to get good in academics so that you can get a job. But nowadays the job market is at worst. So no matter how much hard you try, and it can be like you can even try so much hard and even not get a job, because I think I believe that most of the jobs that you see online are fake. Let's be honest. Nobody's paying you 40,000 for a call executive. I know people who work 8 to 10 hours in call executive and still earning like 8 to 10,000 max. And their workplace is so much toxic that they are literally so much exhausted. And I believe that's the problem with jobs. Like I'm not against it. You need to have some source of income, to live your life. But I feel that like to do a job, like in today's time, if you are going to do a job, first of all you will not get the work that you would like to do. And second, because we are too desperate to get a job, so no matter what type of job we get, we even get into the most disastrous job that will destroy our lives and our work life balance and our mental health. Like I believe that most of us had some passions, or have, maybe I would say that most of us have some passions and dreams that they want to follow. But to follow our dreams, you need first a lot of courage, and you need a lot of money. You know, because to follow your dream, first you have to be an independent person. Because in a place like India, you cannot pursue your dream just because you think your dream are worth pursuing. You will had a lot of resistance from your family, from society, and even from your own self, because you will doubt at every moment that maybe my job was not that bad, maybe my previous life was not that bad that I thought. Because to follow your dream, you really have to be a courageous, and you have to be brave enough to be bad, or to be worst at your, whatever you are trying to perceive. So I believe that dreams has costs, and sometimes we think that we will be doing this job for some period of time, and when I have enough money I will follow my passion. But I believe that you can see around you, most of the people who get into job who gets into job with this mentality doesn't quit it, even if the work environment is too much toxic for them. Like, they don't even quit, because when you start earning, you will get lots and lots of responsibilities. You will be aging, obviously, because yeah, you will be aging despite even if you do nothing. But while doing a job, first, because there is so much pressure and so much desperation, that you will always fear that you can lose your job at any moment. That's the first stress. Second is your salary. The salary expectations is way much higher than we really get. Like, what you see online, man, in real life you'll get only about 10, only maybe about 50% of that job posting that you see. And third, because you want to fuel your dreams, so that's why you are doing that job. Eventually, when you start earning and gets responsibilities, then society and parents doesn't let you quit, and even you will not have the courage to quit it, because now you are earning. Yes, earning feels good when you get the money monthly in your bank account. It feels good to have money, but then you will sacrifice your dreams, you will get into some other things, you will start your own family, and then it's a repeating cycle. You cannot get out of it. And and maybe never in your life you will ever search for your purpose, because in all that hustle you will forget, you will be just existing. Like, these are just my thoughts, but I believe that, first of all, the job market is so weird right now. Everything worst that you can imagine is happening right now. Our generation has seen pandemic, our generation has seen the worst job market, our generation is seeing so much war. Our generation, in time of our generation, the depression in the younger generation is at all time high. People, or younger fellas, are losing the hope to live, because when you don't have a purpose as a generation, you will not know where you will go with that much energy, because you are young. If I am feeling, somebody else is feeling that I am young, I have so much energy, I think I have potential, I can do something, that I can achieve my dreams. But when you don't have means, even after trying, you will not get what you want. And everyone around you, see, everyone around you, you see them that they are achieving what they are, what they thought of. They are achieving their dreams, yeah, they are earning good, they have a good family relationship, and here are people like us who don't have much friends, or no friends at all. And we don't have a good relationship, we don't have a supportive partner, we don't have anyone who is willing to support us. And then, somewhere in the process you start creating pressure on yourself that now you have to do something, you cannot live like forever like this. So you will start sacrificing your dreams, and then you will fall into that like life that your parents are living. Like, our generation is so, I believe that Gen Z's are so much talented, just because they are not getting the platform, or the system is made to fail people like us, to fail people like us, is the real hurdle. Like, we can be so much, our generation is so much creative, they are so much independent in their thinking, and they're trying to break those stereotypes. But just because everybody thinks that we are a bunch of fools, nobody takes us seriously. You know, everybody thinks that we are just some senseless human beings that who do not know what they are doing or what they are talking about. Everybody thinks that Gen Zs doesn't want to take responsibilities, or they brag too much about them. Because, but dude, you don't understand a thing that our generation is suffering so much. You didn't have social media in your times, you didn't have this much competition, you didn't have comparisons, you didn't have most of the things that we are experiencing right now. Our consciousness doesn't develop at the speed like this. Like, the world is moving too fast, and our consciousness, like, what's the difference between our generation and the previous generation? Like, let's say it's a, let's say 20, 25, 30, 35 years of gap, and they cannot understand us because they think that we are just stressing about nothing. And how can they understand? Because everything developed so fast that we think we are just complaining about nothing. But in reality, we can see that we are being failed as a generation. Nobody is paying attention to us, everybody expects so much of us, and we don't have the means to pursue our dreams, we don't have the means to live a good life, we don't have the means to be happy. We are forgetting who we are just getting into jobs that we hate, we are throwing ourselves into routines that we do not like, we are living with a person that is making stress much more, that they are amplifying our stress so much. We are living in the worst possible times. And I believe that things like this really makes me, look, I was thinking from some days, like, why I'm feeling like this. Like, I know that I have to do something, but I'm feeling like I'm not getting any motivation. Because where you will get motivation? When you try some things, and like some people gave advice to you, like, oh, just travel the world, you will meet new people, you will get new experiences, you will learn so much. But man, I don't have no money to travel the world. If I had money, why would I be sitting in front of a camera talking to you? I would have been traveling the world, I would have been seeing different cities, I would be meeting new people. Why would I be sitting in my room, stressing about a thing which our previous generation or every other people think they even didn't even exist. And we were so much happy back then. Like, we didn't had much expectations, we were enjoying our lives because we were living at that moment. We didn't had tensions, or we didn't stressed about future too much. And nowadays, I think even the elementary kid is stressing about his future, or their future, that what they will be doing. Because as we grow, we are imposing so much expectations on younger generations that they need to get it all figured out. Like, we are in our 20s, we will be the we are as young as one can be. We have the highest energies, and still we are, getting pushed in all those roles that we don't want to do. And then when someone speaks against it, we will tell him that he's just he's just nothing, he's a loser. But let me tell you, I am not a loser. But I'm saying this because I feel it, and I believe that many of you are feeling like this right now. Like, and this is just the worst time you can be living in, you know. So that's basically my thoughts on it, and thanks for watching. I'll see you again.